I don't know what people's impression of this house is. I always get surprised, the different people who come here and what their impressions are. I mean, some people who I expect to absolutely hate it actually really like it. But it definitely does freak some people out.
Alright, so they went for it. So they come back on and all amps got switched back on and everything. So they come on and just do this encore. It lasts 15 seconds, it's just the ending. And they just give it a real rumble. Then instead of tipping drums over like most people do, Stuart just picked the bass drum up in air and lobbed it. And then Wayne started smashing it with his fucking bass, then they tipped all amps over.
I've got a lot of the kitchen equipment.
My dad's never been here. My mum, I don't allow her to come here because she just asks me why nobody ever cleans up.
I cleaned it on Sunday, found maggots under the fridge and stuff like that. Now, I mean, all these, the rest of the people in the house are all alternate.
The problems of living in a short life housing association are that you never know when you're going to have to move out. You never know whether it's worth doing the place up because you may have to leave at a very short notice. So you generally have to put up with what state the house is in. The rent's very cheap. You don't generally know who you're going to live with.
Cordelia, what's happening today?
Everybody's moving out today.
Why?
Because we're being evicted from our house.
What do you think's going to happen?
What's going to happen? Well, bailiffs are going to come round tomorrow and make sure the house is empty, so everybody's moving out today. That's basically what's going to happen. Where are you going to go?
To my friend Kate's house in the East End. Watch her cat. I'm making gesso. Even the Egyptians used it underneath their kind of gold and painted furnitures. And it's underneath usually, traditional gold frames.
Peter, what do you use that baseball bat for?
For night security for my pretty car.
What else? What about the house as well?
The house security as well. But whenever I go out, I also carry a ball as well, and go play ball in the park with my little friends.
Who are your little friends?
The girls from next door.
Are you running?
I can hear it. Do a mic tap.
No, that's afterwards.
Oh. Oh, hang on.
It does. I shall put the baseball bat down, actually. I wouldn't want to intimidate anyone, especially not of a small stature.
What, like me?
Yeah.
In a way, it depends. If I'm in a getting angry mood, every single thing you can possibly think of probably make me angry.
Oh, I'm quite an angry person. I mean, I built my own kit car and it appears to be getting smashed and damaged by people, and I just get really annoyed. And all I want to do is park my vehicle outside and not have it tampered with and crashed. And crashing into it, I just get so annoyed and I get really violent. And I just don't need it, I don't need violence at all. So I just go in and turn my music up really loud. And the rock music soothes my savage passion.
Would you be sad to leave this house, Mary?
Yes and no. I have to admit that I will be very happy to leave the heavy metal music behind. Not being a great fan of heavy metal.
If you're recording it, we've got to listen to some decent music.
What's decent music, John?
Decent music? Now you're asking a genius. I would work with decent music. You're not really filming it yet, eh? Oh my God. I'm not used to being a pop star.
Yes, you are.
And I'm just used to looking after them.
What do you do?
Well, provisionally, I'm mainly a sound engineer, but at the moment I'm doing, as you can see, video repair, tape repairs, anything. We've got the old junk shop starting up. It's called a little company called Bodget and Scarper. You can get anything from a used Tampax to a 12-piece family, I suppose. But apart from that, we just like bash about a little bit and stealing my drugs as well.
How long have you been living here?
Oh, shut up.
Girls in this house have been leaving the stoppers off the tops of the raspberry flavoured thing, the raspberry flavoured bath oil, and it fell into the bath one day last week. I thought I'd be in serious trouble, smelling of raspberries all night, seriously. I get on reasonably well with Christine. She's quite a nice girl to get on with. I have the most amazing rows with her, because I can shout and scream with the best of them, and the score is 1 each at the moment.
One day, I went down the pub with Peter and Dennis and got on with them quite well down the pub, which was quite unusual. Came back, walked in the front door, went in my room and heard this banging noise. Came out of my room and it was Dennis kicking the banisters out. When I saw what he'd done, I asked him for them back, and he wouldn't give them to me back, and just started shouting at me and saying, "You'll never win. Anyway, I'm bigger than you." And it turned out that he'd been systematically stealing all our banisters.
So just what is it that excites you about this house?
Excites me about this house? What's the most exciting thing? The bathtub.
There seems to be a big issue in this house, the bath.
Well, it's a very big bath, isn't it? I've had lots of excitements in that bathtub. Excuse me, I'll just get some more whiting. The reason I've got this body paint on is because I've been having my photograph taken today. And the reason the body paint is like what it's like is because my theme, my flavour of the month is menstruation.
But there must be things. What about the things that you like about this house, that you've liked about living here, that you'll be sad to leave?
Oh, I like this room. It's quite a lovely room, nice square light room. I like the people here. If you've got to go somewhere, you can't really get sad about it. Can you?
No, that's true.
Got to go on and look at the next thing will be even better.
Dear Sir / Madam, Re 34 King Henry's Road, NW3. You are occupying the above property illegally. The council obtained an order for possession against this property on the 10th of the 8th, 89. It is the council's intention to implement this order so that works can proceed, and it is anticipated that the date of eviction will be the 24th of July 1990. You are, therefore, advised to find alternative accommodation as a matter of urgency.
I've just number 64, which is before completion. This is supposed to apply to me at the moment. A girl who's taken into the family, but not as the chief wife, must behave with special caution and reserve. She must not take it upon herself to supplant the mistress of the house, for this would mean disorder and lead to untenable relationships. The same is true of all voluntary relationships between human beings. before completion at the dawning of new time, friends will gather in an atmosphere of mutual trust. Since the new era is hard on at the threshold, there is no blame in this.
Could you jump in and try brakes for us, John? Press them now. I prefer to die violently, actually. I have no plans to be buried whatsoever. If I don't die violently, I'm going to donate my body to science, so they can have all the organs I'm not going to use, the eyes and the kidneys and all this sort of thing.
How do you think you might die violently?
I think I might crash my car into something and go at exotic speeds, roll it over the top, or an engine might fall off, or an aeroplane when it goes over me and fall on my head.
I was tidying up all my clothes today, and then I remember we were doing the film, and I just thought, oh yeah, this is the one I think I'd like to wear after all. And then I realised that you have got the privilege of filming me when my menstruation is about to start. And this dress is very menstrual, so it's definitely the right dress for the occasion.
I mean, other than that, I don't mind spilling blood. I mean, I cut myself a couple of times this way. There's plenty of blood in my body.
Because I'd just done a performance with the neonaturist and my sister, and we did a menstrual synchrony dance. And it involves dancing around in a circle and with lots of women, and as you go round, you form a chain, but you link armpits rather than elbows, and the hormones that come out of the armpits are supposed to be the ones which cause menstrual synchrony. So if you exchange armpit hormones to somebody, you're more likely to synchronise with them.
Right now we've got a clothes show with a difference. It's basically some of the t-shirts from around the world. This is a new one from Band Ugly as Sin, but just in case you're wondering on Dynamite, it's not me, it's you.
This is my Lost in the Forest dress. And I'm very keen on this one because it's got a very good swirl to it indeed. I think originally it comes from Charles Fox, and I got it around about the time when Charles Fox had the sale in the warehouse in Covent Garden, and everything was about £2 or something. And this thing on my head is a piece of Eric Beeman jewellery that's supposed to be a sort of throat lash, but it looks rather nice as a tiara as long as I keep my hand in place.
Now this is when I was in a film. It was called Fat Man and Blobbing. I was a fat man. And this is from my favourite magazine, the Sunday Sport, as you can see. But the only good pair of tits we get in this are mine.
Well, this is another one of my favourites, something I haven't really even thought about for a long time, but I love this dress.
So what's all the food for?
And the food is for to say goodbye to everyone and to film them.
So when you was there to do Chrissy?
Can't really tell you at this moment.
It's all a bit of a shock for you, isn't it, Christine?
Yeah, I feel sort of relieved and slightly panicky and wondering where I'm going to go, but just like the end of an era feeling, and it's an era I don't know if I was that keen on, so I'm sad to leave my room And I'm sad because we've all been here for such a long time. We've sort of got to know each other in kind of basic kind of way.
We've got to know each other in a basic kind of way.
Well, I mean, I think we've got to know the worst things about each other.
There's 50 rails in all. I only took 25 of them to leave the banister up. And then the lady said, how soon can she have rest? And I said, as soon as the house is empty. So after 3 months, she got annoyed and brought the first ones back. So they're all now, all the banisters, they're all in the house.
Glass of wine, Peter?
Pardon?
Glass of wine, Peter?
No, thanks. Later on, when I've finished, it's going to be a long old night, I think.
So we're going to get you later on tonight then?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to know, actually, Carl. Yeah, it's an abortion, it's new place I'm working on.
What is it, a squat?
The dossers have had it for 10 years and they've smeared excrement on the walls and on the floor. They've locked cats in there for years and there's cat pee and shit all over the floor. And they've cleaned it up and painted it and it still stinks.
Where is it?
Marcus Road, 88.
What, that place that comes next door?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. See, if you want to go up there, if you want to be disgusted, I'm not staying. I'm going to stay in the car for the rest of the week. I'm not staying there.
What's the end shot of this one going to be?
I think it's going to be whatever we decide in the editing room. Look, I don't want to be filmed anymore. This is getting boring. You'll bore the audience. You've already got plenty of footage of me saying I'm not going to do this. You're not going to achieve anything more.
What are you trying to hide?
Oh, turn it off, David. Turn it off.
Well, I think you two are hilarious. Find it very place today-ish. Sitting here accusing each other of being the ones with the problems. I think you've both got problems.
Oh, right. All right, I'll ring you there then. All right, darling. Yeah. What are you doing later today? Yeah. All right, because I'm off over to see Slug at Naomi's. All right, see you in a bit.